G'day everyone, Gooba here with another Torchlight Infinite Outlaw Season video. Since I posted my chill farm video, I don't know, I haven't really been playing that much. I did get into Profound and I just wasn't really getting, it wasn't a good feel. I wasn't tanky enough and I wasn't able to just smash through content like I would like. Mainly because my helmet is quite average. I don't have the neck that I need, and my weapon is missing the two ultimate mods that really make it quite good. So what I did was I don't know, it just affected my gameplay a bit, and I didn't really play as much or enjoy my time as much as I would. In Profound, yes, there was some quite nice drops, but the amount of deaths that I gained was quite obscene, I think anyway. So I'm up to 540 deaths. Most of those were from Profound. Because as you saw in my last video, I actually got to level 99, so I wasn't really dying much in T8. So since then, I'm a Real Rat has come out with a really cool strategy, which is just Blacksail spamming. He also goes down and grabs the wealth, I think, for the extra hero memories and stuff. And it's just basically a boss rush where you capitalize on Blacksail. Now, I wanted to expand on my own chill farm strategy, so pretty much everything is the same as the previous video, except from the comments. I used to go up here and get these. Now I come across to the left here and get, if no compasses are placed, a chance for magic monsters to give an additional beacon. And I can't remember if I'd grab the replicate beacon down there for a little bit of sustain. With this, you can jump from area to area and not really need to buy any beacons. As for other changes, I had points in God of War, I believe. I took those out. My gear is slightly different, so I move a bit faster now, which is fantastic. I had a really lucky drop, so I crafted myself some new boots. I did take the points out of God of War and put in Oasis. I didn't really get any good rewards from Oasis this season, so I've taken those out again. And I have utilized those points into Blacksail, just going for the boss whisper nodes there, because you do get quite a few boss keys doing this strategy, which is fantastic. And the additional points, I was able to get an extra 5 points in here and get extra judges and stuff in my map, which just means more boss monsters, more juice for the cube, and extra Netherrealm resonance and that sort of thing for sustain. All the quant up here, which is really good. And looking at a Turner, still a Turner for the Queen's Wicks and the Weeping Candle Tears. And lastly, the Snowpaper Fragments from the bosses. So we are using 3 compasses with this strategy. So we go with the if no legendary above compasses. I don't know why it says above, because there is none. It counts as if there's no compasses inserted. And then if no compasses, chance for getting 4 extra bosses. That barely ever procs, so I'm kind of tempted to take this out and put it into rarer cards, because some of the rarer cards are worth a lot more than probably 4 bosses every now and then. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the map. So I'm running the Glacial Abyss purely because Gaze Upon the Reflection can drop from here, and this card is worth an absolutely obscene amount of currency. So they're currently going for 13,000 each. So a Twin Reflection is 130,000 Flame Elementium, which is quite insane. So 130k. Crazy. It's an extremely low chance of dropping, but it's 13,000 Flame Elementium. So the compasses that I'm using is blue cube to spawn the extra monsters, to spawn the judges, and the desire records are worth quite a lot. The 2 chances at Blacksail and Familial Eterna. None of these compasses are really worth a lot, or at least they weren't last time I bought them. So Eterna costs 1.5, so you can't lose money on Eterna. The cube compass is just the blue one. It is also 1.5. And finally, the Blacksail. Wow, long day. The Blacksail is also 1.5. So we've got 4.5 FE worth of compasses and 3.5 FE in beacons if you buy them. So all up, it is, what did I say, 8 Flame Elementium per run. I do use Netherrealm Resonance. However, if you're running with some Quant, you get more things drop. So I'm actually gaining Netherrealm Resonance per map just because of the amount of bosses and Quant and stuff like that. So I am using 15 per map. However, I make more than that back. So it's not really a cost when you're sustaining that resource. So pretty much all I do is I go through and I clear everything. There was a discussion of, I don't know if I should activate the season mechanic or not, or just run past it. I think everyone should at least click on it, even if you're not doing it on the way past. There is an event on to complete a whole bunch of the season mechanic, and it doesn't say that you have to kill anything, it just says complete. And to complete one, all you've got to do is activate it and wait for it to run out, and that's completing a carjack. So you may as well just always at least activate it, even if you run off and don't actually complete it, for that event and getting those points so you can get some freebies, even if you don't like the event. So yeah, that's pretty much the strategy. It's a pretty chill strategy. I didn't really like the Blacksail boss rush, because it felt like if you weren't getting the boss nodes on the Blacksail, you just weren't really looting anything. I know it's not actually like that, because you get Netherrealm Resonance and stuff like that, but I like seeing things drop on the ground for me to loot, and that keeps me entertained in the maps. So every time Boss Whisper is up, just select that, and I have been doing this just because it takes a little bit of time for the Blacksail to come up, so I figure I may as well take that, you know, second or so of downtime to bring up Cube and just complete that anyway. So with this, you get 2 clicks of Blacksail, so you just got to remember to use it and then go through, and unfortunately it doesn't always put the Boss Whispers and stuff in the first slot. So there is sometimes where I'll have like a 2 purples there or something, and I won't click the Boss Whisper, and I'll pretty much just waste an entire thing. So unfortunate, but it happens. That one looks pretty cool. 20% chance at 10 threads. No thanks. I always lose those 20% chances. So I'll go through and I'll probably complete this cycle of Blacksail. I'll use my Star Shards. I'm not going to use them in T8. I will switch over to Profound and complete those just because I can. And there's a higher chance of getting goodies from Profound. And after I've done that, I'll reset and we'll do an hour or so and see how we go. If you're slow on Boom Moto, just have something like this drop. I had tier 0 movement speed boots drop on the ground, so I've just crafted these up a little bit. Alrighty, now that this is complete, I can go through and clear up my inventory, and we can see what we get. Wow, I've got a couple of good compasses then. So the boss keys that are dropping are these ones, and they sell for about 22 in bulk, which is pretty nice. Alrighty, I've got TLI tracker up like I did before. I will go through and update the prices at the end to what they're actually at. I haven't actually been updating this at all, but you can overtype all of the FE equivalents on the left there if you end up using this website. So anyway, I'll start the timer going, and am I on 8-0? I don't actually know. I'm doing 8-1. Decent drop from her before I reset it. Got a bounty from my first map, so a couple of tomorrow's directions there. Pretty nice. Oh, nice 10 FE. At least the first map's good so far. Hopefully I don't die in there. That's good. But yeah. So I'll unpause if I see a highlight, and maybe on each of the Blacksail boss encounters. Boss whisper. Wow, there's some pretty horrible options. I got 14% Void Sea there, so I think I'll just take that. Got a Queen's Wick from the second map. That's pretty lucky. Probably won't get too many more of those in the test. Hopefully we get some, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Had a Desire Core drop as well, so that'll definitely help the totals. So that pretty much pays for all of the cube compasses that I bought, which is kind of funny. Oh, not quite. Pays for about half, since I bought 140 or something. So in this one, I took the 5%ers just because, I don't know. I normally wouldn't take the white ones, but I guess there's a 5% chance of getting extra craving. It's generally not the best idea, but we got 2. So that's another, 44 flame elementium or so. Ooh, what's this one? The player must not be defeated. I should be able to do that. And tripled. Hopefully it's the reward that's tripled, not just the loot off these guys. That'll be pretty awesome. As long as they're going to get defeated, of course. What have we got to do? Just defeat 14 bodyguards? Well, I didn't know what was happening then. Those balls I hate, so I'll run away from those. I shouldn't be too nervous, because this is only T8. It's not profound. So I need to try and chill. So we'll just let this run. See what we get. 3 FE. It wasn't that was tripled as well. That would have been nice to get 270 FE from that, but it's pretty rare to get astronomical. 5% chance, in fact. But yeah. So, anywho, I just don't want that guy to kill me when I unpause. Alrighty, you have to get Ruby into bed. I guess I can do one more map. Alright, after this I'll really go and put her to bed. So, it's already 8 o'clock, but pretty late. Hopefully she goes to sleep pretty quick. Oh, that is pretty unlucky. What was it? It was 40, 40, 20, 10, 5, 5. Got 0. Unlucky.
Bonus. Okay. Warming up already. The bounty order's been completed. You've received new funds.
bad chest. Didn't manage to get boss keys at all this run, so I don't think this loot's going to be that fantastic. Might get lucky and get one anyway. Or not. 12 epic threads is pretty good though. Triple combo. Ooh, bosses have a 100% chance of dropping one additional Queen's Wick. I guess that requires something else. This cube that spawns the 3, isn't it? How much are these? 38. What's a wick worth? 35. And I can have both of these? What was it? 38? And 10? And then, so I guess I'll have these two, and I'll have a turner. So I'll change this to cube. Where's cube? Oh, you can only have one. God. Whoops. Oh well, I just wasted 10T. Oh, it does say it. I was like, it doesn't say it anywhere. But it does say it. It said only one a second ago, didn't it? Oh, there. Only one for the same gameplay. I didn't see that. I'm like, oh, maybe you can use 2 cubes. Guess not. Is there anything else that adds a boss? Sandlord can. This is drop, so let's just use that. This is the only Sandlord one as well. There's no guarantee. Alright, let's just run this map, see how many we get. Oop, that's one. And a memory, nice. Yeah, didn't triple. Yeah, I'm not gonna stick around. Give me bosses, please. Ultimate ammo, that's nice. Don't end, don't end. Give me a boss, give me a boss. No! I don't want those, I want a boss. God damn it. Ripped off. What'd they drop? 15 FE, nice. Where's all the bosses at? Oh, he wasn't a boss. That's a boss. Yum. Yes. Oh, I just died. What's that? What happened to yours? What the? Well, it sucks losing that 3% XP. Ugh, and what's that respawn point? Jesus. Could be worse. Could still be super slow. Where's all the bosses at? Seems like a bit of a waste of... Oh, I could have used... Hunt. Couldn't I? Oops, not hint, hunt. 100% chance to replicate the boss for 7-8 FE. Dumbass. I just realised that on that last map, because I'm using the no legendary compass thing, I just screwed myself out of a 25% chance of 4 extra bosses too. Ugh, so dumb.
I am the Sun Queen.
Hopefully we get a bunch of invitations out of this to make up for it. Or one, I guess. Abundant. Watch this give me 1 FE. Oh, hello. Ah, you're annoying. Why are you in abundant? At least I'm faster than you now. So that's a bonus. Give me extra loot and stuff. Come on. Guess he was stuck.
The bounty order has been completed. You've received new funds.
30 FE. Nice. Ooh, we got a secret realm. Could be good.
I'm warming up already.
If some bosses spawn. If some bosses spawn and give me loot. 1 FE. I swear last time I did this there was just like stacks of FE dropping everywhere. There we go, it's better. 7.
Warming up already.
Getting a lot of flame sand. It's not really going to do me much good though. This is pretty underwhelming. I'm going to have to follow this up with plane watches, and then that'll be the end of the first hour. Man, this is disappointing as fuck. What is going on? Give me Flame Elementium. 3. Ooh, that would tickle. Well, that was disappointing.
Buried.
Dying in this fight's pretty sad. Now that I've got no XP, then I don't really care about dying at all.
If time is flowing toward an outcome I detest, then I will freeze you along with time itself!
Ugh, pretty bad loot too. Jesus. Alrighty. I've still got a minute left, but that's not enough to do another map, so I'll just do the tally of what we got from this. Can't even see everything on the ground, which is interesting. Oh, they're only those. Okay. Alright, see what we got. Alrighty, I feel like that hour was a lot luckier than usual. I did get 4 wicks, 1 desire core, and 7 void sea cravings, which are a fair bit of the profit. I also got 2 astronomical bounties in 22 maps, I think I did. So it's not the fastest, but it is a lot of loot dropping, and it feels pretty good. So looking at the totals that I got, at least from the first hour, I will do another hour and add it all up as well. So in the end, after buying those 2 compasses as well, I ended up with 451 flame elementium, thanks to those astronomicals and a few other lucky drops, I guess, along the way. Going down the main money makers here, the Queen's Wicks were 123 of the FE. Ultimate Embers, I had 1 of those drop. Lost Secrets, pretty big. Crow's Whale and Tomorrow's Direction. I am running Kong in my pack spirits because I'm doing Glacial Abyss. So if I have 1 of the good cards drop, I want 3 to drop. You know, it's a low chance, but there's a chance. Josiah Cores 63, Void Sea Cravings 135, Queen's Wicks up there. Memory threads, 58 of those after I salvaged the hero memories that I got because they were all garbage. Snowpaper fragments, really solid, and the divinity stones. So just from the divinity stones, 25 FE, and the cube compass, 32 FE. So excluding everything else that's dropping, it only cost me 7 thanks to the divinity stones. So everything else is profit from that as well. So pretty happy with the first hour. 1044 FE profit. I'll do another hour and we'll just add it all up. Started off pretty strong with a triple combo. Another wick already. And a desire core. A wick and a desire core from this map. At least this was a really bad round to make up for the RNG of those first few maps. What's that? Cruising mechanical. Is that the good one? Yeah, it's pretty good. It'd be pretty funny if they were tier 0 movement speed again. I'd have to exclude that from the test though. Because there's no way I could. Guess I'll see what they are in a sec. Evasion intelligence. Ugh, gross. Hate to say it, but I think the cube at the end of the map is still not worth it clicking on. In all this time I haven't got, I think I got 1 FE out of it or something. And that's about it.
Receive new funds.
Beep. What was that? Oh, all that was only 17 FE. Gross. Oops, didn't realise this was done. See how garbage it is. Not too bad. What the even killed me? I don't know what's going on. Unless it's, it's a judge. Okay, I do know what killed me. That judge didn't die. Oops. I was just standing here, I'm like, nothing attacked me. But judges don't have to be on your screen, I guess. Nothing but threads. Give me a lot of threads, please. Yeah, it's not bad. 19. Damn, I got boss and I didn't get any chance at boss keys. Gross. Another lot of goblins. That was more disappointing than last time. Come on, boss keys. Give me 3. 3 would be nice. Oh, what'd I get? 2. Ripped off. I only got 1 boss whisper this time, but I got 2 yellows from it, so I'm hopeful that I'll get rewarded handsomely for this one. Only 1. Rip. Look at all those extra memories that are garbage. Really love when you get those elites with the red shield on them. They drop so much loot. Even though it was only 10 FE, it looked like a lot to be dropped on the ground. Oops, I forgot to complete this. Now I've got to go back into that map. That's annoying. Better be worth my time. 1! 40, 20, 80, 20. 1. And 2 drop quants. Ripped off. Ooh, please triple. I would like 3 cards. Oh, it's all units. It's not all. It's just 8 escorts. Okay. Well, since I got a vault card, I should probably do that as part of the test as well, I guess.
I'm warming up already.
The season mechanic's been pretty dry in this second hour. It's been dropping, 5 FE every now and then, but nothing like the first hour. Even that one was tripled and I didn't get a single FE. Pretty lame. Should get at least one boss ticket out of this one. I think I got it 80% again. So we got one more out of that. Oh, it's a little bit better. Got 12 FE from it. Not too shabby. Must defeat all the enemies in the time limit. Okay. Is the loot good? It's pretty good actually. What's that? 49 FE. Nice. And stuff. Alrighty, we've got enough time for this and probably the Plane Watcher. Doubt I'll have 2 Plane Watchers, but I was skipping Cube in the last bit, so there's a fair chance that I might have 2. Lol, a 1 map off getting 2. Dang it, I had 2% XP. How rude. She just die and give me the loot.
Until the glacier lifts me up once
It's a
again.
devastation. Whatever. Alrighty, before I fall asleep, so we got 16 Void Sea invitations in the end. They're about 22 FE each, so that was a huge part of the income. All up, we had 701 FE drops, so only 250 in the second hour. I think it was 450 for the first hour. So 200 less in the second hour. I guess that's attributed to the 2 astronomicals that I got. Plus I didn't really see any other, you know, triple stacks of 5 FE or anything from the League mechanic. So the League mechanic, even in T8, is really good as long as you're juicing, which, you know, you probably should be if you're doing most strategies. Got 42 FE of extra resonance, even though I was using 15 per map. Reasonable cost. I mean, it's pretty cheap, to be honest. What's that? 144 FE there. 200, 320 FE for 2 hours. But you make a lot of FE back. Queen's Wicks only got 1 in the second hour, so 154 there. Lost Secrets, I was just choosing, if I didn't have Boss on Blacksail, I was always choosing Fluorescent Memories if it was available, and then just switching back to my default Pack Spirits. Crow's Whale and Tomorrow's Direction, pretty good. 300 FE in the Void Sea Cravings from Blacksail. Really, really good. Memory Threads also Blacksail. So Blacksail carried pretty hard in this test, which is good to see, and it was pretty cheap. So I didn't use, I think I used 12 points into Blacksail, and the Blacksail Compass was 66 Flame Elementium, so that's pretty insane. Snowpaper Fragments are doing pretty well. The big difference between the last one was the Eterna Keys. So the Reverberations are now worthless. However, the Eternals are worth 1 each again. And since the Compass is only 1 FE or 1.5 FE, it might be worth moving some points from, say, Cube and putting it into upgrading the Eterna Keys into Eternal. So then you would get, say, 87 of these instead of the Cube stuff. But then, obviously, you would get less Netherrealm resonance and stuff, and you might not sustain as well. I definitely screwed up earlier with the wicks and that boss dropping a wick map. But anyway, about 2 hours of gameplay got us 1,800 FE profit. I think I'm just going to do this for about 10 more hours, and then I'll be able to buy a weapon, and then I'll be able to actually progress. They're about 9,000 FE for a new weapon, last I checked, because, you know, Moto is just expensive. So there's one here for 8,888. Flame Elementium, I guess I would need an extra 2,000 to put this on my weapon. But that's not too bad. So 88% more damage. Looks like 15k. If I just want to go straight to that. Yeah, very, very expensive. And they're just going up in price. Oh, that one's nice. 98% damage increase. But it doesn't have split. So I would have to buy that and then Sweet Dream on split. Which is crazy. Which one was that? This one. Anywho. Would be nice to have 10,000 FE. Boo! This is the first one that's not flame fuel. I really need this to proc triple. Boo. It didn't do it. If that was triple, that would have been really cool. That trail that they leave behind is the dumbest friggin' thing ever. Wait, I thought that just failed you when you lost one.
Defective rate increase detected.
Guess not.
Your work hours have been extended by 2 hours.
Was that a
today.
bug?
Thank you.
I thought
for
it was
your
just over
understanding
when you
and
died once.
cooperation.
That does so much damage. Boo, it didn't trigger. $56 FE. Lame. Anyway, that's all I've got this one. It's nice to have 867 raw FE from a couple of hours of gameplay. Now I can claim everything and be on my way. See you in the next one.